Hey guys, what's up? It's Howie, and today I'm going to review Watch Dogs. Now, this is for the Xbox One, PS4, PC, 360, and the PS3, all versions of them. I've only put it on the Xbox One, but I'm going to be covering like everything about the game and as a whole. Now, I meant to release this review last week, but I've been kind of busy doing other things, and so it's a little bit late. Later than I expected. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the review. Now, Watch Dogs is a beautiful game. Let me explain to you why. It is visually stunning, and I thought the plot and the story was pretty good, and the multiplayer experience connects perfectly to the story mode and the campaign, and just playing the game by yourself, in free roam and all that. And I'll be going into this in sections. I'll be doing campaign, story, gameplay, and multiplayer, graphics, and then the rating. So let's go ahead and get started with the story.
You called me here.
The story and plot of the game I thought was really well put together. Now let me get started by saying that the setting of the game takes place in Chicago, and pretty much Chicago is run all by one operating system. Anything that is electronic is run on the CTOS, which is one operating system for the whole city, which is actually a really stupid idea if you think about it, but it's a great plot, like a great idea and plot for a story. So that's the good thing about CTOS in general. I mean, like, nobody would probably run a city off operating system. I mean, you're just asking for problems right there. So anyway, you play as Aiden Pierce, which I'll give you some backstory on Aiden Pierce. He is actually from Northern Ireland, which means he's from the UK. Um, and I think when he was a child or a younger boy, he probably moved to the States. I don't know much about it. He has a sister, and I think his mother and his sister moved to the United States. I don't know what happened to his dad. They mentioned him a few times in the game. Now, Aiden Pierce does not have an Irish accent. He has an American accent. So
Just leaving the
you
flowers.
know, just if he was wondering, like, oh, he's from Northern Ireland, so he should have maybe an Irish accent. It's I think he moved to America when he was like a child or something, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, I'm not talking about backstory of Aiden Pierce. Now, me myself, I
This is
thought
about
the
me
Watch
now.
Dogs plot and story and all that was executed beautifully. Whoever made the plot and story in this game, I
Right.
applaud you. I actually really enjoyed it.
Stop
Now, I did not find myself
home.
as immersed as I
I know
do
what you
like
do.
with other games like Grand Theft Auto
I know
5,
you're
like that
chasing
story I
after
was
me.
really into. Watch Dogs, it had my attention, but I wasn't thinking about it, when I was playing just the game and free roam and all that. It's a good story and all, but it's not like the best I have ever
See?
seen. I
You've
just
never
thought
come
it
close
was
this time.
executed great
Why am I here?
by whoever made the story or whatever. Hats off to you. You did a great job. I'm pretty sure it was multiple people,
Don't you ever
but
loosen up?
besides that,
I want my
I don't
part
want
of
to
the
spoil too
pie.
much for you guys. So that's all I'm gonna talk about with the story.
Still doing
The
whatever it
story
takes
is, I mean, great in my
to get
opinion,
you.
and I think it is worth playing through. I think the
Answers?
story is probably around
No
12,
attachments.
15, maybe 20 hours
What's that?
long, I would guess,
Maybe they
depending what difficulty you play on. But that's all I'm gonna say about
whatever.
that. So now moving on to gameplay and the multiplayer within the game. So the gameplay, I want to go over this a little bit. Like I said, the Chicago's run on one operating system, CTOS, and with your phone, you can hack into any technology around the city because everything's connected to this operating system, which gives you a lot of ways you can like evade the police, catch people. There's fixer contracts where you have to actually hunt down people or like chase people or get files on somebody and then chase them down and like beat them up or kill them or something like that. And like the hacking and stuff within the game really helps because like if you're chasing somebody, you can just hack like a steam pipe or something. It'll just blow up in their face and they'll go to the ground. And you can like knock them out, or like you can use blockers on police cars or even thugs that are pursuing you. So the hacking and being able to do anything that's like anything that has to do with technology, you can hack into people's phones, get their bank account information. You can hack into people's phones, get songs for your song, like for your music app in your phone. Yes, you can listen to music in the game. It's not like radio stations or anything. It's just you go on your phone and you can like pick through songs and all that. Um, Anyway, and also you can like, I mean, there's a number of things you can do with the hacking within Watch Dogs. And finally, people can actually say within multiplayer that he is hacking me and actually be truthful, if you know what I mean. So the multiplayer is integrated pretty well within like the single player within Watch Dogs. Like, you'll be walking down the street, it'll pull up something saying, you want to do an online race, here's the game you can join, you want to do online tailing. People can randomly join your game and, like, start trying to hack into your, phone and getting your information. You gotta find them. They'll look like one of the regular, AI units on the street, and you have to get out your phone, which is the profiler, and try to find them. It'll tell you when you find them. And you can have, like, chases with them and all that, and it's just, like, really fun. And, you know, it's also fun going into people's games and like them not knowing you're there and then hacking them and succeeding. You just feel like a total badass. I mean, it's a pretty fun multiplayer in my opinion. And then you have Decryption, which is kind of a team-based, team deathmatch sort of ish game where there's a file in the middle of the map. Your team has to get it and start decrypting it, and the other team can steal it away from you. Other team can steal it away from you, and which team gets 100% first with the file on their side wins the game. And you know, that's pretty cool. But you're in a confined space. You don't get to go anywhere on the map you want. You're in like a confined area, and if you go out of the bounds, you'll lose the file. But anyway, there's a boatload of things you can do within like Watch Dogs. You know, single player wise, you know, you can hack into like there's these little things called CTOS towers. You go to them. They're like they're kind of strategy based, sort of like, not strategy based. Sorry, I didn't say that. You have to figure out a way in there, like by climbing things and hacking into security cameras and blowing up things, and then like unlocking these doors and getting to this radio tower thing, and then hacking into it. There's 13 of them you can do, and then you can also do like investigations where you find out stuff about um, just, you know, random things. You can hack into people's webcams, see, you know, look at their personal life, yada yada yada, etc. You can go into clothes stores, buy clothes. You can go to gun shops, buy guns. You know, it just keep on going on and on. There's like multiple apps on your phone for like, you know, where you need a car, you just go to the car demand app or whatever. You pick the car you want. You pay for the car once, and you can keep on buying that car over and over. You can keep on selecting that car over and over again, and it will not cost you anything. It'll show up next to you on the street somewhere. You go to it, unlock it, you're fine. And you, like I said, you only pay for it once, and if you destroy it, you can just go get it again, and not have to pay for it again. It's pretty cool. So once you buy that car like once, like I said, you can just keep on getting it out and getting it out and getting it out without having to pay for it again, which is pretty neat. And I don't want to forget anything because I want to really be thorough with this review. I think that's about it. And always also there's fixture contracts. I don't know if I mentioned that. There's gang hideouts where you can go and like you have to take down certain targets, and I think that's about it. But anyway, like, there's a boatload of stuff to do. It's absolute just fun. It keeps you busy for hours. In fact, I've had the game and I've been playing it nonstop, and you know, I'm still not done with it yet, and I still don't have all the achievements within the game. And like, trust me, it keeps you busy for hours and hours and hours. Oh hey, and one more thing about the gameplay within Watch Dogs. There's something called digital trips. Now, digital trips are I mean, they're fun. There's like 4 different ones you can do. You're probably seeing some gameplay of it right now. And then you have like this alien arcade shooter mode, which is pretty cool. And then you have like this chaser game, like where you have to chase down coins and stuff like that. And you have like a timer or whatever. There's just like little bitty side game modes. You can't play with your friends with these, but you know, there's just something to keep you busy if you get bored of the game. Well, last but not least, I'm going to talk about the graphics within the game. This should be quick, and then I'm going to do my rating. So the graphics within the game, I have the Xbox One copy. You're watching some Xbox One gameplay. It looks pretty good. Now, I don't see more people saying that it looks crappy at day or anything like that, because, I mean, it actually looks better than Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, daytime. You know, I mean, it looks beautiful at night, especially when it's raining and it's at night. And, like, you see the reflections and all that. I mean, it looks very next gen. It just looks just amazing. Just wow. And keep in mind, this is the Xbox One version. It's supposed to be the weakest version, like weaker than the PS4 because it's like at 720 or like I forgot which resolution it's at. But anyway, like the PS4 is like a 930 frames per second. The Xbox One's like 7 something 30 frames per second. I don't know, but anyway, I mean it's just stunning sometimes what you see. I mean it's breathtaking, but it's not the best looking game out there. I mean, of course, there are other games that look better than this, but visually, it's all right. Of course, it doesn't look like the one that showed at E3 in 2012, which is not a bad thing, I guess. It's just I really feel like the 360 and the PS3 kind of held that back a little bit, and that's the reason why this game doesn't look as good as it could be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. It's just it could have been better. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the final part of the review, which I'm just gonna give my rating of Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs gets an 8.9 from me at least because I do feel like this game was overhyped a bit. I did not get on the hype train for this game. I tried not to let that get to me because I got really hyped up for Titanfall, for example, and yeah, that's a good game, and I still can't take my rating on it. But when you hype yourself up for a game, you're bound for disappointment. And if you don't do it, if it's a bad, if it's not that great of a game, you're not gonna be really disappointed. If it's a good game, then you'll be amazed by it. So I don't try to get hyped up with games and all that. Not anymore at least. And that's a good thing with this. I didn't get hyped up with this, so I'll be able to give it a legit real rating without me consuming the hype. But we all do that. It's just normal. But besides that, I'm gonna try to keep that down just a little bit. And I'm also gonna be redoing my rating system. All my ratings for the past games are gonna stay the way they are. I'm just gonna start doing my ratings just a little bit different. Still gonna do the on a scale of 1 to 10. It's just I'm gonna be changing up just a bit. So anyway, I hope y'all liked my Watch Dogs review. If you did, please like, subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. And I'll see y'all later.